Dear students and honorable viewers, at first, hearty welcome to all of you. I do hope all you are well by the favor of Almighty. I am also well. This is Iftajul Islam, assistant teacher on behalf of a long established school named Chandpur Nuria Pilot High School, Chandpur Sodor, Chandpur. Today I am with the students of class 8 subject English second paper. Dear students, before presenting the topic, I would like to express that by basic understanding the theme, you can learn well. So, you should pay attention to what I am going to say. Let me discuss the topic. Here is the topic, change of voice, introduction. Dear students, what should you know before going to convert into passive? For your better understanding, you have to know about the subject and the object, intransitive verb, transitive verb, group verb, linking verb, and modal verb. You should know also the conception of complement, and you have to know the different types of sentences, the different forms of tenses, and at last you will go through the rules for changing. Dear students, here are some examples of active voice. At first, you have to identify what is subject and what is object. For your information, there are 6 elements in the subject and also in the object. What are they? They are noun, pronoun, noun phrase, noun clause, gerund, and infinitive. The same elements are also used in the object. Look at the board. Here active voice, Shumon posted the video on Facebook. Here Shumon is noun as subject. How can we identify the subject? If you ask question to the verb using who, we can find out the answer. Who posted the video on Facebook? Answer will come Shumon. So here is subject Shumon. Noun and subject. How can we identify the object in the sentence? If we ask question to the verb using what or whom, we can get the answer. Here, look at what Shumon did post. Answer will come, the video. So, the video, here is the object. Object. And what type of object it is? Is it? Here the two words, the video, means noun phrase. Noun phrase. On Facebook, this is prepositional phrase. We know prepositional phrase cannot be object and cannot be subject of the sentence. Here posted is transitive verb. How is it transitive? Because it has an object, so it is transitive verb. Dear students, For your information, we have to know same verb can be transitive, same verb can be intransitive. Look at the example. He plays cricket. He plays in the field. Here he is subject, plays transitive verb, object is cricket. Here he subject, intransitive verb, and this is prepositional phrase. We can say it also adverbial. Why? Because if we ask question to the verb using where, we can find out the answer in the field. So it is prepositional phrase, or we can say it adverbial. How can we convert into passive voice? According to the rules, we know the object of the active voice will be the subject of the passive voice, and subject of the active voice will be the object of the passive voice. The video here verb is first tense, so we have to use a first form verb. The video was post verb, past participle is posted, means V3, was posted. The video was posted on Facebook by Shumon. Here preposition is by. Next example. The text message shocked me. Here the text message noun phrase as subject. Here me object, and this is transitive verb. We will make it into passive. I, object means subject will be I, was, verb was, and according to person, I was shocked. I was shocked at the text message. Here notice the board. Here shocked preposition will take at, shocked at. Here never preposition will be by. Next, he bought me a new coat. Here subject is pronoun. We can see here double object, a thing and a person. A thing is direct object as thing, but here me is indirect object here. Always remember, if we choose the indirect object for passive voice, it is better English. Here object me, subject will be I, but according to first tense verb, I was bought, and according to person, I was bought by him. I was bought by him a new coat. Dear students, we have to maintain verbal structure. Here, by somebody, something. Look at the related example. He bought a new coat for me. Here, object me of verb, but here me object of preposition. So it makes a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. We know prepositional phrase cannot be object or subject of the sentence. So here direct object will be the subject of the passive voice. A new coat was bought by him for me. Dear students, remember, I have said we have to maintain verbal structure. Here, by something, for somebody, and here the words within the bracket means optional. You may use it or not. Here, active voice is we called him a fool. Here, we pronoun as subject. Here, him object. A fool. Here, the objective complement. Dear students, if you make it into passive by this way, a fool was called him by us, it will be wrong, because here a fool is not object. It is an objective complement of the object him. So we have to turn into passive. Him object, subject will be he, was, according to forms of the verbs and according to subject. He was called a fool by us. Subject we, object will be us. Dear students, here the subject we are performing the action of a verb, so it is called active voice. On the contrary, here subject of the passive voice is recipient, means it receives the action of the verb, so it is called passive voice. Next example. Partho knows that he will pass. It's a long sentence. We can see here two clauses. It is independent clause and this is dependent clause. This is dependent clause. Dear students, what is clause? Clause is a part of a long sentence. A clause must have subject and predicate. Here the subject is he, and we know predicate starts from the verb, so here we'll pass this is predicate. We pronoun, relative pronoun that, it does not express the complete sense, so it is called dependent clause. On the contrary, Partho knows, we know here Partho is subject, knows predicate, starts from the verb, and here the clause expresses the full sense, so it is independent clause. How can we'll be making to passive? Here that he will pass, the whole clause acts as a noun, so it is a noun clause. Noun clause, here the as an object of the sentence, so it will be the subject of the passive voice. That he will pass is according to tenses form and according to person. That he will pass is known V3 of the verb know, is past participle, is known to. by known to Partho. Here never will be preposition by, known to. Known to. You can make it into passive by another way, using it. It is known to Partho that you will pass. Next one, I love reading. Here, reading, read verb with ing and acts as a verbal noun. So it is gerund. Here, gerund as object of the sentence. It will be the subject of the passive voice. Reading is loved by subject I, object me. Look at the related example. Winning a prize boosted his ego. Here, gerund takes the other two words and makes a gerundial phrase. This is gerundial phrase. This is gerundial phrase. This is transitive verb. This is object. We can make it into passive. His ego was boosted by winning a prize. Dear students, phrase and clause. What's the difference between the two? Clause must have subject and predicate. Predicate starts from verb, and this is the finite verb. On the contrary, phrase is a group of words that acts a single part of speech. It is also called clause. If the whole clause behaves as noun, this is noun clause. Same, the whole clause behaves as noun, so it is noun gerundial phrase. If in the phrase have no subject and predicate, if we winning a prize, if we think this is subject, we cannot find out predicate. If we think it is predicate, we cannot find out subject. So, and it may have, phrase may have non-finite verb. So this is the distinction between clause and phrase. For your understanding, here a full means the objective complement. So what is complement? It helps completing the sense of the predicate. A complement may be a word a phrase or a clause. Here, active voice. Rajiv pretended to be angry. Here, Rajiv noun, subject, to be angry, infinitive. How can we change it into passive? To be angry, was pretended by Rajiv. Here, the infinitive as subject in the sentence. Here, object of the subject. Here, the infinitive is subject of the passive voice. We can solve it another way using to. It was pretended to be angry by Rajiv. Next example, we made him behave well. Dear students, for your information, some verb does not take infinitive, means to, before it. This is called bare infinitive. Bare infinitive. This is object, this is subject. Here, object will be subject. He was the verb made to behave. To behave well by subject to object will be us. Here, to behave, infinitive. We have to must use infinitive in the passive form. Look at the board. This is the related example. Here, to help, infinitive. But here it is not as object. Here object is the needy. The needy are to, after to will take a be verb. The needy are to be, and the past participle or B3 of the verb help. Helped by subject to object us. Next, active voice. A car ran over his pet cat. Dear students, we know run is intransitive verb. It has no object. We cannot passive. Intransitive verb. Here, preposition over if we omit the preposition, we cannot find out the object. But when we use preposition over with ran, we can find out object. Here this is object, and akar, this is noun phrase and subject. Here ran over is group verb or phrasal verb or prepositional verb. What is group verb? When an intransitive verb takes a preposition or adverb or both the particles is called group verb, and it expresses the individual meaning. Here ran over means to hit the animal with a vehicle. So it is group verb. We can make it now into a passive. Well, his pet cat will be subject. His pet cat was run over by a car. The last one, blood looks red. Here blood is noun as subject. Red adjective. Low linking verb. What is linking verb? A linking verb is which links between noun and further information of the noun. This is further information of the noun. So it is called linking verb. A linking verb must have complement. It may be noun complement, may be adjective complement. Here red is adjective complement. And this is the complement